Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first little bonus pod. Yeah, this is our first bonus pod. It's Eric here, and I had something a little special to share with you. So back when Dave and I went to Toy Fair in February, New York Toy Fair, we got to interview a ton of people. Amy Corbett from Lego and Todd McFarlane from McFarlane Toys. But one of those interviews that we didn't include in our Toy Fair recap episode was with somebody super special that Spin Master had out. So at their booth, right outside, they had the world's fastest Etch-a-Sketch artist. His name is Christoph Brown. He goes by the amazing Etch Man on Instagram, and that's kind of his superhero name. And as he was sketching people, I thought it would be a great idea to plop my phone down and interview him. So presented here is some additional interview footage, interview audio from New York Toy Fair of me interviewing the amazing Etch Man, Christoph Brown, as he did my portrait. Enjoy. We'll do a little interview style while you draw. Okay, great. So you said that you started in 2002?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I started earlier than that, but I knew that I could do it as a career in 2002.
Okay.
I picked up in a coffee shop in Los Feliz, California, which is in LA, and I just... it was a pocket Etch-a-Sketch, and I was working as a barista at a time. I came to Los Angeles to make all my dreams come true, like most people do creatively. And I picked up the Etch-a-Sketch in a coffee shop, and people started freaking out over it. So I was like, I should do something with this. And so I turned it into a career.
That's awesome. Yeah. And, you had the pocket Etch-a-Sketch already. What drew you to it initially?
I could do it, and people were freaking out over it. So I was like, I should probably, take advantage of this. And it was providing people so much joy and happiness that I was just like, I was like, well, why not? Let's do something with this. So I turned it into a private parties and events kind of thing. And then Spin Master acquired the Etch-a-Sketch in 2016, and now I travel all over the country and the world Etch-a-Sketching people.
That's awesome. And you mentioned before you train other people on the Etch-a-Sketch?
I teach seminars and classes. I actually work with a whole community of Etch-a-Sketch artists, and it's growing. It's growing. The whole community is growing.
It's amazing for such a legacy toy, to find kind of new life in a modern age.
No, I think it's amazing. The artists really, there's so many incredible artists, and it's such an art form unto itself now. It's just really cool, and it's very much come back into the ether. You know what I mean? People are really picking it up. Going back to the simpler things, the easier things.
I'm sure stuff like the film Toy Story, having an Etch-a-Sketch in it. I'm sure that
Toy Story was a big boost to the Etch-a-Sketch, and it's really cool. And we have these new limited edition Etch-a-Sketches, special editions that are coming out this year. The Rubik's Cube edition, the NASA edition.
The NASA edition,
right? And Stan Lee edition.
And what's special about those? Other than are they just Etch-a-Sketches with a special casing, or?
Yeah, they have a special casing, and they're themed out to the actual thing. And they actually, Princess Etch-a-Sketch and myself did decals.
Okay.
I did the decal for the 60th anniversary limited edition Etch-a-Sketch, and then Princess Etch-a-Sketch did drawings for in collaboration for Stan Lee. She did Stan Lee's signature, and she did the Monopoly edition and the Rubik's Cube edition.
That's awesome.
So it's these new editions are really cool. The people in the Etch-a-Sketch community are really excited to get these Etch-a-Sketches. So
that's great. And you also mentioned before you have a record.
I'm the world's fastest Etch-a-Sketch artist, so I do portraits of people in usually around 2 to 5 minutes. But I broke my own record online. You can see it. I sang Stevie Wonder's Superstition while Etch-a-Sketching Stevie Wonder in 90 seconds.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so you can check that out on YouTube. I do a lot of celebrity parties, so I've Etch-a-Sketched a lot of famous people, and my favorite probably was Quincy Jones.
I was going to say, who was your favorite person to sketch, and then who was the most difficult?
Well, I think Quincy Jones is one of my favorites. Paul Rudd and I actually had an etch-off we were at a premiere, and he loves the Etch-a-Sketch, and he actually was like, I love the Etch-a-Sketch, and he's actually a pretty good Etch-a-Sketch artist. I still have his Etch-a-Sketch that he did of me.
Now, once you have a portrait, obviously, we're going to shape this and erase it once you're done so that it's somebody else's turn. But is there a way to, permanently preserve?
So that's what my company does. We actually preserve the Etch-a-Sketch, not to erase. So when I go to a private party event, I usually do it on pocket Etch-a-Sketches, which it gives me a minute to compose. So, so we just do one person after the other, and then we glue down the knobs. We've already pre-drained all the graphite out of the mechanism, so I have one shot to draw on it. And then we just do one after the other. When I get into a zone, I usually can get it down to about a minute per drawing.
Yeah, this is definitely the strangest interview I've ever given, because I'm watching myself be drawn on an Etch-a-Sketch while I'm talking to you, which is incredible.
Right. And like I said, I'm actually doing a large size, so the detailing is not. But when I do it on a pocket, I can get much more detailing because it's a smaller surface area.
So we're going to play this soundbite on our podcast. Tell our audience where they can find you.
You can check out the Etch-a-Sketch at Spin Master Global, and then you can check me out, all my work, and all the different time lapses and things I do at Instagram at Amazing Etchman, or at my website, which is etchu, the letter u.com, etchu.com.
Awesome.
But you should definitely check out all of the things at etchasketch.com, because there's a brand new website that features a lot of our work.
This is so cool. Thank you so much for not only drawing me, but providing such a fun interview.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the interview. You have a great day here at Toy Fair.
Thank you, dear listener, for hanging out with us today. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen, and then tell your friends to do it. Thanks also to Joe Azari, the golden voice behind our intro. Our music is Game Boy Horror by the Zombie Dandies. Find more about them both in our show notes.
Follow us on social media at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Stop by and say hi, show us your toy hauls, and share your toy stories. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future episode.
Don't try this at home. Void where prohibited and some assembly required. Each sold separately, not a flying toy. Consult a physician if your toy run exceeds more than 4 hours.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.